Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere. Use code ZERK for 15% off your order. And if you guys want to compete in tournaments for cash prizes, make sure to check out tourneycrypt.com.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I have my Team of the Week predictions. And of course, if you guys are new around here, the way that I do my Team of the Week predictions is, first up, I'm about to tell you guys my honorable mentions for the heroes. So basically people that could potentially get it, but that I don't believe actually will end up getting the heroes. Something I want you guys to keep in mind before you go to the comment section and ask me, where's this guy, where's that guy? Please watch the whole video, because I do get people that comment every single week, where's this guy? And they're in the video. So please watch the entire video. And also, when it comes to players you are about to suggest, keep in mind the overalls of Team of the Week currently as they stand. If someone has, say, a 90 overall card, right? They're not going to get an offensive hero or a defensive hero, because obviously right now the Team of the Week is 91 overall offensive hero, 91 overall defensive hero. So in order for someone to get a 91 offensive or 91 defensive, they have to have like an 89 or below card. And besides that, they could get the LTD. But that is literally it. So keep that in mind. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So my first honorable mention for an offensive hero is going to be Christian Kirk. He had 138 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had an incredible game. Now here's the thing, because I already know I'm going to see some comments about it before you go to the comment section. They based the LTD card off of the standard ESPN. If you go to ESPN right now, you go to fantasy, you go to stats, make sure you hit on standard for PPR leagues. Christian Kirk had the most fantasy points to go with the LTD, but they base it off of the standard. It is not PPR. So Christian Kirk will not be getting the LTD this week. So unfortunately, he's not going to get the LTD. I think that is pretty possible he could get the offensive hero. This could honestly be an honorable mention for this set. I feel like there's someone else that may get the offensive hero over him, but I wouldn't be completely surprised to see a Christian Kirk offensive hero. And honestly, the card would be probably pretty solid. I mean, he has a 78 overall card with 84 speed, 78 jumping. You know, it's a 78 overall card. Is what it is. Hopefully be pretty decent, but I don't think Christian Kirk's going to be LTD because he didn't have the most fantasy points. Next up is going to be Jamal Adams. And we had 9 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, an interception. And I want to say that the fumble was like he stripped it out of, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Daniel Jones. He stripped it out of his hand. I think he took it back for a touchdown, I want to say. So Jamal Adams had an incredible game. Now here's the thing. They've been doing, last week they did defensive LTD. So actually, Jamal Adams is obviously not going to win the defensive hero because he has not an overall card. But I think he could possibly win the LTD. I'm honestly not sure if they're going to continue to do defensive LTDs or whatever they're going to do. But if it's going to be the offensive hero, it's going to be someone else for the LTD. Jamal Adams, though, could potentially get the LTD and be a defensive player because he had an incredible game and he also scored. So 87 speed, 86 excel, 94 hit power, 87 zone, 86 man. As you guys know, I personally love Jamal Adams cards. I actually have his 85 overall powered up, just sitting there because I have Calvin Johnson, 90 overall, a backup strong safety. So I would really like for Jamal Adams to get a new upgrade. I think the card would be very, very good. I don't think they're better than Pat Tillman, but still be a very, very good card. Now this one may come as a surprise to some of you guys, but do not be shocked at all if Marcus Peters actually gets the LTD player. As you guys already know, we had a defensive player last week. Scarlett had, I think it was 2 sacks and 4 fumbles, so not even that good of a game. But Peters actually had a pick 6 as well. And the thing is with Peters, first up, NFL history, this man literally, for the first time ever, 2 different teams, and got a pick 6 on both teams in the same season. That is incredible. Of course, he is now over on the Ravens, and that Ravens defense was actually the top scoring defense in fantasy. So if they're going to do it that way, I think it would actually Marcus Peters as the LTD, a potential LTD. So do not be surprised to see Marcus Peters. Just wouldn't be shocked. EA, of course, is going to be revealing the LTD later tonight. That's why I don't wait for the Monday Night Football games to do my predictions because, well, we already know the LTD. So we also have Patrick Mahomes, who had a very, very good game. But the thing is, I don't believe Mahomes as well will be getting the LTD strictly because he already has a 90 overall. He's not going to get the LTD, obviously. He didn't have the most fantasy points. He's not going to get a 90 to a 91 overall offensive hero. And I also think they may be saving him for the Thanksgiving promo. They gave him one last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see new Patrick Mahomes this upcoming Friday with the new Thanksgiving promo. But that is it for my honorable mentions. Comment down below anyone else that I maybe don't have in the video. You guys can watch the rest of the part first. And then if there's anybody else that I don't have, comment down below what you guys think. But honestly, I wouldn't be shocked to see any of those last 3 guys. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get into my actual predictions for the set and also for the heroes. So let's get right into the set. As you guys can see, I have Kyle Rudolph, of course, and unfortunately, Kyle Rudolph had an incredible game versus my Cowboys. He had 14 yards, a whole 14 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion as well. So unfortunately, Kyle Rudolph probably going to get one of the higher set cards, and it came at the hand of my Cowboys. Not very good. Mark Andrews, 53 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think we'll actually get some pretty solid tight ends tomorrow. Also, Randall Cobb had 106 yards and a touchdown. A very nice game for Randall Cobb. Ronald Jones II had 106 yards, and he also had a touchdown. Darius Slayton for the Giants, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brian Hill had 71 total yards and a touchdown as well. Now, on to the defensive set, we've got Corey Littleton, who had 14 tackles, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Now, I actually want to talk about Eric Harris for a second as well. He did have 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 being a touchdown. Now, I think that because of Marcus Peters and Jamal Adams having incredible games, I feel as though if anyone is going to get the LTD, it would probably be Jamal Adams. But CNL EA gave Scarlett a defensive LTD, right? Just random as heck. I honestly, for some reason, I feel like EA is just being random with it. I wouldn't be shocked if we actually got Eric Harris as the LTD. So I'm actually going to low-key put him as an honorable mention as well. Eric Harris. Just kind of weird the way they're doing it. We also have got Nick, hopefully I mess this up, Kwiatkowski, honestly not sure. 10 tackles, a sack, and an interception. Rashaan Evans had 7 tackles, a sack, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. Clelin Ferrell finally had a good game with 3 sacks and 8 tackles. Tyus Bowers, 3 tackles, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. So that is the set. Those are the set players that I think will actually end up getting a card. I honestly think that's a pretty solid team of the week. Now I will say, though, the heroes for this week. EA could make this team of the week so dang good. Please just do not mess up this team of the week, EA, I beg of you. Let's get into it. As you guys can see, for the LTD, I think it's going to be Lamar Jackson. And the reason I think it's going to be Lamar Jackson is because, like I said, when it comes to the highest scoring fantasy players, according to ESPN standard, I checked, it is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson should be getting the LTD, and he definitely had an incredible game. He had 288 total yards and 4 total touchdowns, and he had a nasty spin move as well, like a 50-yard touchdown, what I want to say. So Lamar Jackson LTD, I would be hype about an LTD Lamar Jackson. That'd be incredible. Offensive hero, now this is where I think Christian Kirk could potentially move into, but Derrick Henry had 191 total yards and 2 touchdowns. And the thing is, Derrick Henry, of course, does have, I think it's a 86 flashback, I want to say. So if they were to make the jump from 86 up to a 91, that'd make more sense. And Derrick Henry also be an incredible offensive hero. And finally, the defensive hero is Minkah Fitzpatrick. I think it's time the EA finally gives Minkah Fitzpatrick some respect. I don't know what they've been doing, but for some reason they just refuse to give Minkah Fitzpatrick. I don't think he actually ended up getting a Team of the Week card at all last week. I think he has an 84 overall Team of the Week, and that's like his highest overall card. But Minkah Fitzpatrick has been on a tear ever since being traded to the Steelers. He had 4 tackles, an interception, which was a pick 6, and he also had a fumble recovery as well. Actually, I think the interception wasn't, but the fumble recovery was a touchdown. The interception was the game-winning interception. I just don't see how EA does not give Minkah Fitzpatrick the defensive hero after the game that he has had. So honestly, I think Team of the Week this week could potentially be the best week of Team of the Week we've had ever since we had Darius Slay and Julio Jones. That was probably, in my opinion, the best Team of the Week that we had so far, because I know a ton of people picked up Julio, a ton of people picked up the Darius Slay. Personally, I even picked up both of them. I think this week, if they give us Derrick Henry, and he's really good, and Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he's really good, I think those two would be on a lot of people's teams, and especially if they do the LTD right, and they actually give us Lamar Jackson, this could be one of the best team of the weeks. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. If you guys haven't seen my videos from earlier today, definitely check it out. We got some new flashbacks. We also got a new house rules event, so definitely check that video as well. Also want to say happy Veterans Day, and thank you to anyone who is currently serving or who has served in the past. Thank you very much for that. Comment down below any other players you think should be in this week's Team of the Week. We, of course, will know the LTD tonight, and I'll have a video first thing out for you guys in the morning going over that. And if you guys watched all the way to the end, comment down below. Easy squeezy. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.